We are live for the 2024 NFL Draft. The Bears' first pick is in as of right now. I think everyone has known for months what the Bears are going to do with the first overall pick. But we are here for the next at least 10 picks here. At least I will be. Boomy might be in and out. But because the Bears have the 1 and the 9th pick, and there's still – even hours before, there's still people saying one way or the other what could happen. People saying trade. Some people saying the Bears are going to keep it. So this is supposed to be maybe the most fun first round of all time.
Yeah, I think this has the potential, is even like right after the Bears pick, to get a little wacky, right? Like,
yeah, because they say there could be there could be 12 trades in the first round. Oh,
that would be nuts.
Wouldn't that be crazy? That's the most fun. I think that's the most fun thing about a draft is trades.
I agree, because all the watching, mock drafts and stuff that you've seen.
I don't know how far front of people are. I mean, the Bears are right now about to pick. We got Caleb Williams. Hey, right here. You can't really see because I got the wrong colored tape. 13. I got it from the dollar store, and I got home, and it was about 10 minutes ago, and I did not have much options.
You got it. So, you got to go off the reflection of
I had to do, yeah. If you can see Caleb Williams off of the 3 here, he's officially the Bears quarterback. I'm so pumped because I'm ready for this to start. You know what I mean? I know you said everyone can say he was a Bear. Technically, no, he was not. Now he's officially a Bear. He can go to the facility. He can do whatever he wants to do now. And it's not like, we're about to draft this quarterback. It's our quarterback now.
Yeah, exactly. The wait is done and over, because I think everybody knew, like you said, maybe for like the last month, but like it's been basically everybody knew this since the Justin Fields trade, that this was what was going to happen. So it's kind of just the final nail in the coffin here of all the months of waiting that everybody's been waiting out. So
yeah, big shock at one. Let's see. I think you can put these up on here. Yep, Pat Kirshner, big shock at 1.
Big shock.
No. But the next 8 picks to 9 picks could be a lot of fun. I already got a text from my buddy Tim. You know Tim. He's a Bears fan, and he said he's going to be a bust. Mark my words. So this it already starts with Bears fans.
Well, I agree with Tim.
He's having fun. And now we just kind of wait here and see what move. What we want is the next 4 or 5 picks to be quarterbacks. If you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, I think in a perfect scenario, and like I think what's going to be really interesting. I know you talked about the trades here coming up that could be coming up. It's like it'll be really interesting to see if the Bears try to pack it. I mean, I know they only have 4 picks in this draft, but if they might package something together with future picks. And maybe you do see a small run on quarterbacks, and maybe they do jump up and take Harrison, or I don't think they're going to get as high as 5, which is where I think 4 or 5 is to me where Harrison's going to go.
This is a big question here. Do the Bears trade up for Marvin? I just don't know if they can.
I don't know if that's. Oh, that's the thing. I don't think they have the pieces to trade up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like it's just, we're going to trade up. Like we still want to keep players. We don't want to get away big time players. And can you make draft picks work for the next few years? Trading that, it's just, will a team want to do that?
Yeah. Oh, and like you said, like they don't really have the bargaining chips, and it's how willing our teams with that 4 to 5 spot how many years in the future are they willing to go? So Donnie's son's name's Caleb. So that's a big. I don't hope he gets to see good football, but you guys are for sure hopeful for that.
You know, a sad chance. There's a possibility he could break a lot of throwing records this season.
Yeah, he probably
no quarterback has ever thrown for over 4,000 yards in the history of the Chicago Bears.
I hope that continues.
Isn't that crazy though?
That is wild. That's an insane.
And also, I didn't realize this. It's the first overall pick for the Bears since 1946.
Yeah, I did see that. That's
technically last year they had the pick, but they traded it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, technically they were the worst team last year, but look what all that got us here. You know what I mean? I got us Caleb Williams. We still have DJ Moore. The Panthers had to look at that trade and just be like, what do we do?
The Panthers have so much more going on, I think, than to worry about. Like, I still am not completely out on Bryce Young because what did he have around him?
Yeah, he's got to get pieces around him before you can say he's. I mean, they traded away his best wide receiver.
Exactly. Well, and like I said, the problem is that they have so many issues in Carolina. And listen, he very well could go down as a bust because I don't know if they're ever going to have the pieces to add to.
Well, imagine being a number 1 overall pick. You got to be so good not to be a bust.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
It's tough when you have a CJ Stroud play as well as he did. I mean, that's just going to make you look even worse.
I don't know if you saw it, but the picture from last year's draft of the guy wearing the Panthers jersey that was like Stroud 1. It's like, I wonder how that guy's doing. Probably not great.
Boomy, who do you think the Commanders are about to take? I think it's going to be Jaden Daniels.
My money's on Jaden Daniels. I think
so am I, but this is where it's going to get fun too because these are not the ones set in stone. Exactly. Everyone knew Caleb Williams was number 1, and after that, these next 4 picks could be pretty wild.
Yeah, I think it's Jaden Daniels here, and like I don't necessarily disagree. His injury history and the way that arm looks is something to be semi-concerned about. But Washington's kind of in the same boat. Like they have a lot more needs. Like yes, obviously they have to take quarterback here, but like they're bad on a lot of facets of the game. There's not a ton of positives going on in for the Commanders.
But that's what's crazy. Imagine like the Bears are in such a good spot and they have the number 1 pick overall. Like that's insane.
I mean, they won 7 games.
But it's also a team that it was technically they weren't the number 1 overall pick. They're the 9th worst team.
What other? Okay, so obviously the big talk, the Bears, in at 9. You got to go wide receiver. Do you think that there's going to be, that off chance that they come out and take an edge rush, or I think it's got to be a either wide receiver or offensive lineman. Like you can't go crazy here and try to think super outside the box and take a
I think you can't sway away from what the blueprint says, and we need another wide receiver.
Yeah. Yep.
But it is crazy after that. I don't know when their next pick is.
Well, like I said, Jaden Daniels right here.
Boomy, what did I say?
Sorry. I thought that was only for the first one. Just for your team.
That's for all of them.
I think I don't know. I'm very conflicted here. I mean, I think Jaden Daniels is the 2, but
yeah, it's gonna be crazy to see if JJ McCarthy can jump in the top 5.
Yeah, I think there's a chance. I don't see Donnie. I think it has to be a wide receiver or an offensive lineman. I don't think D end is. I think D end is the 3rd biggest Bears need. Don't forget Montez Sweat. I mean, he's still really, really good.
Yeah, very
really,
good.
Really good. But I think that that the pecking order has to go wide receiver, offensive line. Let's not beat around the bush. The Bears' offensive line is god awful and has been for a very long time.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing that they always keep saying is, can we get a team together that can help our quarterback? Yes, we're gonna have some good players, but we also need a good offensive line.
That's what I'm saying. Especially like, yes, you need wide receivers. You need people for this kid to throw to. But let's not forget, obviously I'm going to have a different view. I mean, you have a better wide receiver room than Justin Fields ever had. You still have DJ Moore. You picked up Keenan Allen. There's at least some pieces there for Williams to throw to. If none of those are going to matter if he can't get the ball out of his hand. Like, I would almost, if there was a team sitting there at 8 and Joe Alt was available, I would be blowing that up. I almost think you need Joe Alt more than you need Rome Odunze.
Boomy, are you at 6:15?
6:03.
All right, I'm a little closer now. I switched over to the app.
Ah, gotcha. Yep,
So,
Patriots on the board here. What are you thinking here, man?
I don't know. You think Drake May?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be Drake May.
I feel like the first 3 are like no-brainers, right? Like, to me, that's just the first 3 I didn't see unless somebody was really aggressive. And I don't know if you saw the offers that the Patriots were getting for that 3rd pick were what they said were like embarrassing bad.
Oh,
so,
yeah, they weren't going to get anything really for it. It's just so tough.
Yeah, so I think that there's a 99.9% chance that the Patriots keep this, and then the real fun starts at 4.
Isn't it a little crazy though that they get 10 minutes? 10 minutes is a very long time.
Did you see what Big T said?
What?
He said that the first overall pick, the team should get 1 second to get their pick in, which is 100% true. If you've had the pick for any amount of time and are doing your job correct, you should have a 30-second shot clock.
Oh yeah, I bet they had their pick in right away.
Even like I wouldn't even mind saying that the top 5 picks knock it down to 5 minutes. 10 minutes
Yeah,
isn't.
I mean, come on.
Remember last year when the Texans traded into the top 3?
Yeah.
And took the 2 and 3 Will Anderson and CJ Stroud. That was pretty sweet.
So I'm saying I need a trade.
All right. So we're waiting here. The Patriots pick is in. They're talking to Jaden Daniels. Of course, they got to do, the dog and pony show here on ESPN. Realistically, Zach, let's say that the Bears take either Odunze or one of the linemen here at 9. Just sitting where we're at 7:31 on draft night, where does this Bears team have to be record-wise for you?
I mean, you want to be flirting around 500.
You're not going to, I think the nice thing is, and I'm being a nice Packers fan here, because I think there are a lot of flaws that the Bears have to get, but the nice thing is, another easier schedule, and a team that really did play a lot better there in the last 4 or 5, 6
They did,
weeks.
but it's still, I mean, football is so hard.
Yeah.
And I think if you can, first year quarterback, unfortunately, you don't know what you're going to do with Keenan Allen next season. But for now, I mean, you want to be right around 500, hopefully maybe a wild card or something.
The problem is I think there's only one team in this division that's really bad or will be really bad.
Yeah.
And even that really bad team has the best wide receiver in football on it.
Yeah, the Vikings do have
Justin the Vikings Jefferson. Are going to restart. Sometime tonight, the Vikings are going to draft a quarterback, but
yeah, it's Kirk Cousins got paid.
Yeah, he did.
He's the face of Atlanta now.
Which is hilarious that Kirk Cousins is the face of Atlanta.
He's at the Falcons, you're at the Hawks games and stuff.
Yeah, it's insane. Kirk Cousins is the least Atlanta vibe I've ever gotten.
Personality of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, the pick is in for. He's about to pick it for here. So thank you for waiting, Boomy.
You got it, because I already see it.
So yeah, chalk. That's what you would say. Chalk first 3 picks.
Yep, Drake.
Now it gets interesting because Arizona does not need a quarterback.
I think they're taking Harrison here.
I think Marvin's going right now. And this is when you see if teams want to trade up for him.
because I truly think that their asking price for that 4 pick was going to be very high, and teams aren't willing to pay it. Like, I think that Arizona probably went to the Bears and demanded multiple first-round picks in the future, and the Bears aren't willing. You know what I mean? Or I'm just saying, a team in general that would be looking to move up. I think some of these teams set the price so high that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
they price themselves,
and for the right reason. This is a good draft this year.
Yes,
that's why I don't want to give up draft picks for next year and stuff like that. Like people that want to move down out of the 9th pick and try to get spots for next year or get multiple picks. It's like I want to pick the best player at that spot.
Yep, I agree.
I understand we want more than just a few picks in this draft, but Keenan Allen, he was a draft pick that we gave up for this draft. I'll take Keenan Allen over anyone in there. I mean, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those things you got to look back at it too. I think DJ Moore, I don't know if the DJ Moore trade had this year's draft pick in it, but it's just you got to see where the draft picks are also going to.
Yeah, that DJ Moore, that was this trade.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, did we give up a pick for him? Another pick?
Yeah, I think it was somewhere like a 3rd or 4th, maybe.
But you know what I mean? It's just we also got pretty good players out of the draft picks we gave up for.
Yeah.
Do we think 4 quarterbacks in a row? I do not think so.
No, I'm looking at Pete Prisco's mock draft, and he's already wrong. He had the Giants trading into the 3rd spot to take Drake May.
Some of these people would have been crazy though this year with some of these.
I mean, they just paid Daniel Jones what, $150 million to be bad and hurt.
We got 5 minutes left before this pick is be taken. Boomy, thoughts on
what, buddy?
Sorry, your brother texted me.
Probably the same thing he just texted me.
Well, some about fingernail painting.
It was along those lines.
What do you think of the Denver Broncos getting Zach Wilson?
I mean,
is he going to be their starting quarterback?
Are they just attempting to
are they going to draft a quarterback tonight?
I think they'll be like a 2nd or 3rd. They might be like a Bo Nix, Michael Penix tried to trade up in that second.
I just to think Zach Wilson is gonna what are the Broncos doing?
Yeah, that.
Aaron Rodgers was probably the happiest man.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to deal with that kid anymore. He stinks. Granted, they gave up very little for him, but I think they're going to use him as a bridge, right? They're going to use him. They're going to let him start. They're going to let him stink. They're going to hopefully have a top 5 pick. They're going to take. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get Bo Nix and let him compete for that starting spot. I think it's a possibility, but Zach Wilson's awful.
Bad. That's just crazy.
Also, JJ McCarthy in the top 10 is just kind of wild.
Marvin Harrison is sparkling right now.
I don't know how I feel about
his dad is Marvin Harrison, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That would make sense.
In case you were wondering, the Packers. Before I get to that, it's funny I said that. I was scrolling down on
the pick
Pete Prisco's thing, and it said he's got the Broncos trading up to 22 to take Bo Nix. I'm very excited. He has the Packers selected to take that Cooper DeJean from Iowa, the cornerback.
Boomy, do you know any Cardinals fans?
Hang on, I feel like yes, kid I went to high school with. Shout out Ralph Garcia.
Okay, shout out because I feel like I just
only one I know. I'm 33 and a half years old. He's the only one I've ever met.
If you live in Arizona, it'd be tough to get me to a football game.
I don't know. That stadium's pretty sweet.
It is very sweet.
And it's a dome, so it's probably air conditioned. Yeah, I would go to a game out there. All right, Goodell to the podium for the Cardinals pick.
All right, wait for me. With the 4th pick, Marvin Harrison. Fuck.
No one was willing to pay that price to move up. Or Arizona. I mean, you can say what you want about Kyler Murray. I mean, he's going to have one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL to throw to. This kid's so good. If this
Marvin
wasn't
Harrison.
if this kid wasn't in this draft class as quarterback heavy, I think he's the best athlete in this class.
Wow,
he is so good.
He's so fast.
Yes, he is.
Unbelievable.
Here's where, again, I know we already said it, but this could get real fun with the Chargers here. Do they? I mean, I guess it would be insane if
they take JJ McCarthy.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That just sounds like something that Harbaugh would do. He's so high on him. He's like, I want to prove myself right so much that I'm going to risk taking him at 5.
I would die laughing if they do that.
That would be so Harbaugh, though.
Honestly, I agree. It would be.
He wants to make sure he's not wrong.
Yeah. Prove everybody or showed everybody that he was right. That would be nuts.
Dude, that
I don't necessarily like. This is gonna sound stupid, but like everybody's so high on Herbert. I haven't seen it.
Oh, Justin Herbert, yeah. He hasn't had. I mean, take Keenan Allen for his career. I mean, he's had some pretty good wide receivers.
Keenan Allen. I know he's on your team now, but like Keenan Allen is a above average wide receiver.
Well, he's not like it's not like he's not had good wide receivers.
Yeah, he is yet to have like, a guy who's like first team all pro, like a Mike Evans type of guy. But I feel like if he's as good of this, prospect quarterback that he's supposed to be,
yeah, he should
probably be doing a little bit more.
He has stuff around him.
Yeah. I mean, Austin Eckler. You guys got another Charger. You got Gerald Everett, right? Gerald Everett, tight end.
Who?
The Bears, the tight end from the Chargers, wasn't it? Gerald Everett isn't his name.
Yeah, we have a lot of tight ends.
Yeah, be hilarious if you draft Brock Bowers at 9.
He's
toss another one in there.
I feel like he could easily be a wide receiver.
He's essentially a thick wide receiver the way he plays it, or played it. Like
Drake Kittle size.
Yeah. The problem is coming off that knee injury.
Yeah, but you could get him. You get him for the low.
Yeah, there's a reason to be low though.
Knee surgeries nowadays are like nothing.
Yeah.
So they call these guys like directly from like?
Yeah, they call them before the pick is made. So
knocked over a bottle. He is 3rd on the list of players left right now. Brock Bowers.
Yeah, that's so high for Bowers. If he were to go at 8, that's crazy.
This is the pick where you don't know. This is the first pick of the night where you don't know what's going to really happen.
Let me think. Who?
They could take that offensive tackle.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be him or Malik Neighbors is my guess.
JJ McCarthy.
Guys, we don't really need to put Kellen Winslow up on this. He's a pretty awful person.
He's watching.
Not even pretty awful. I'll make the bold claim. Kellen Winslow, horrible human being.
He's watching this from prison.
Yeah, I hope they don't let him watch this. He's a dirtbag. Put him under the prison. Who do you think? Do you think it's going to be Neighbors, or do you think they're going to go O-line here?
I think they're gonna go to the wide receiver.
I think so too. They lost a ton.
To put commercials in the middle of this is just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, dude, you got to milk every penny out of this.
Yeah, this thing will be going on all night, especially once they get to it seems like the later picks in the first round, they take the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember the days when the draft was just Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I remember this. So this is
Now it's
why
like
we wait here.
Now it's like 3 days.
Yeah, I remember. So my freshman year of high school, my dad was our baseball coach, and so we had a Saturday doubleheader, and we had to run the scoreboard up in the little building next to our dugout, and somebody got a radio out and was listening to the draft, and we had another kid because we had like 20 kids on our freshman baseball team. And we had another kid running picks. Like they would make the pick, then the other kid would run it down, tell the dugout, because it was a Saturday morning doubleheader and it started at like 11 a.m. or 10 a.m., whatever it was. And then my dad caught wind of it and he wasn't super happy that we weren't paying attention to the game. So that would have been the 2006 NFL draft. If I'm not mistaken, that might have been Jamarcus Russell, but don't quote me on that.
Jamarcus Russell loved drugs.
No, he just loved eating.
Lean.
He wasn't a drug guy.
I wasn't he the guy who was on lean.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was the one that like they sent him blank VHS tapes of film.
Yeah.
Yep. That's hilarious.
That's why I got so fat, dude. Lean gets you chubby.
Well, and also I think he was eating like crazy. But the fact that they sent him blank VHS tapes to watch,
that's hilarious.
Didn't.
It's just as funny as Johnny Manziel like clocking in like 3 minutes.
Johnny Manziel. I'm so over Johnny Manziel.
I don't know, have you ever heard that story?
Oh yeah, I watched the documentary.
It's just a wild documentary though, because it ends with him just drinking a beer.
Yeah, I hated Johnny Manziel at Texas A&M because being a Florida fan, like he's at least like kind of figuring life out, though. But like he's a loser. He had such an opportunity, and just
to be a football player,
pissed it all away.
What a life, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, these commercials have got to go.
Yeah, they're just going to keep this rolling. I thought you were going to paint your fingernail. What the heck?
No, I honestly, I didn't know where to. I didn't want to go buy fingernail polish.
Oh, quit acting like you don't have something.
But guess what? He didn't even do it, so good thing I didn't. Good thing I did not. I don't think he did.
No, I didn't notice it either.
Yeah, Governor Pritzker is trying to lose a vote here from me. He's trying to go against the renderings for the.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. What are you doing, dude?
Here's the thing. We haven't even talked about this. Where in the hell is everybody going to park?
I know.
That's awful.
I know, but it looks so cool, though. I mean, they couldn't make those things look any cooler.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to look like that. But.
Oh, no. They got a Goodell clown face in the background.
I don't get me wrong. I love, and even not being a Bears fan, like the city needs something like that.
But also, how ridiculous of them that they don't want to pick overall, and we're gonna do that 3 days before and like try to take the shine away. It's like that's
3 days. It was yesterday.
It's like, what are we doing? Wait till 3 weeks from now. We have all off season to do that.
That's a very Bears move though. But it's because everybody's got their eyes on it, right? It's the day before the draft. Get your eyes on it. Now, this is interesting. Goodell to the podium.
Here we go. With the 5th pick.
Oh.
Don't say it, Boomy. They took the tackle, dude. And these fans are pissed.
Then they're idiots. That's a great pick.
I know they're pissed though. They wanted that wide receiver, dude. That kid is so big.
It's the same thing we talked about with the Bears. It doesn't matter if they go take Rome Odunze. They don't have they have one good offensive.
Does he know he was drafted?
Yeah, seriously. But like,
Dude, I would take him.
I think, yes, they could have used Rome Odunze. Don't get me wrong, or Neighbors or whoever. But like, none of those guys matters if you don't have an offensive line. Remember, they took the kid from Northwestern last year, or the year before.
That's
The
huge.
big
for
offensive
Bears.
lineman. They're putting that kid's an All-Pro now. They're going to put him on that offensive line. Now you're really going to see what Herbert's
This
made
kid
of,
is
because he's going to have some.
That kid's 6'8".
He's enormous. He went to Notre Dame to be a tight end.
He's humongous.
Yeah. That's I know they probably wanted Neighbors. That's a great pick.
Yeah, dude.
Now,
you want to keep your quarterback upright.
Yeah. Now the problem for LA is they're going to have to, because Quentin Johnson that they took last year, and he stinks. I was so glad the Packers.
The Chargers fans they didn't even know who they wanted. I don't think
the Chargers
fans.
Yeah, the Chargers fans. Is
like, no
hilarious.
offense, same as a Cardinals fan. Do you really know a Chargers fan?
Yeah.
Now he knows. Wow. He is huge.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
There's a Minnesota bar.
Yeah, that's what it looks
Elwood,
like.
Minnesota.
That's a good thing for the Bears, though, my friend.
Yeah, it's huge for the wide receiver spot.
Because now it's looking like you're going to end up with either Odunze or Neighbors.
Because the Giants are going to take a quarterback here, right?
No, maybe.
Who's their quarterback right now? They have Daniel Jones still?
Yeah, Daniel Jones is in year 3 of a 5-year, $150 million contract.
Doesn't he always seem like the guy that just could be not there anymore?
Daniel, yeah, because he sucks.
That's what I mean. I've never.
And now
one of those things you got, they were in a spot where when he signed that big contract, what else are you gonna do?
And then like I said, you lose Saquon. Now, I mean, they have
because he's
nothing.
You'd say Daniel Jones is probably a top 20 quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
So you got to pay him. If you have a top 20 quarterback, you got to be happy.
I don't know, man. There's times Daniel Jones is not a top 20 quarterback.
I know he's definitely not, but he got paid. Dude, there are so many people here. That is insane.
Yeah. 150,000, they're saying.
I think it's cool, but I'm not staying out.
Someone at the door?
No, that's a FaceTime.
Oh.
That's for my sister.
I really think the Bears are going to walk away with Neighbors or Odunze.
The pick is in. Why is it when the pick is in, we still have to wait 4 more minutes?
I think it's going to be McCarthy.
I mean, that looks just like a guy named J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, from Michigan. Actually, J.J. McCarthy went to high school in Illinois. Nazareth Academy. No, he started at Nazareth and then he finished at IMG down in Florida. I think that's going to be the spot here, because who's up next? The Titans.
Tennessee.
I don't see Tennessee taking a quarterback. Atlanta.
No, they just got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but you think Kirk Cousins is going to be around from what? How long was that contract for?
Probably 3 or 4 years.
I think he ain't got much left in the tank.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, never mind.
Boomy, what are we?
Did you see it?
Yeah, wow.
That's tough.
That's wild. I hope J.J. McCarthy falls so low.
Hey, maybe the Bears could take him at 9, just double quarterbacks.
Imagine though he falls out of the first round.
I don't think he's going to go, because Minnesota has to get a quarterback here. I
know, but with all the talk about him, it's always fun when somebody falls.
Because Tennessee not taking a quarterback, Atlanta not taking a quarterback, Bears not taking a quarterback, Jets.
No, I would think not.
But what if they think that this is Rodgers' last year?
Then they go get one next year.
So no quarterback, and then at 11.
I mean, I guess I don't know. You would think they would want to help him out this year, like get another wide. There's so many wide receivers. You'd think that they'd want to take like a wide receiver, or maybe even they take Bowers.
Yeah, that's true too, or some offensive line help. Yeah, I mean, now here's what's going to be the really fun part here, Zach. The Vikings have the 11th pick. Do they go McCarthy or do they go Penix?
Dude, I think Penix is going to be so good.
The problem is Penix is like 25 already.
I understand that, but it's wide receiver. It's not like an NBA player.
No, quarterbacks.
Oh, an NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I think some age on him is good for him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really know if I want a quarterback like 20 years old.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, if the Bulls were drafting somebody that age, that would be a very
the Bulls are doing that, or the NBA is one of those. It's become the league where if you're over 25, it's like, do what?
Yeah, you're unaged vet.
But I kind of think a 25-year-old quarterback kind of been in college for a while, knows systems. It's not a bad thing. JJ McCarthy on a team that didn't even throw a ball in one of the most important games of the season.
Yeah, that is true.
I guess it's not really like they didn't do it because he sucks. They did it because they have such a good running game, but still. That's insane if they did do that.
Now I'm very interested to see, like, will Blake Corum, where will he end up going?
So this first round is insane.
I got a little visitor.
Hey, if we get a Rome Odunze.
Roman Odunze? I got Roman Bloomhurst right here being a menace. I'd put him on camera, but he's just running around the house in his diaper.
The dream.
Yeah. That's what Zach does when we're not live.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I do.
Just runs around the house in his underwear. Bye, Roman.
This is a very small draft room compared to what the Bears had. That was insane.
Yeah.
Do the Packers have a first round pick?
Yeah. 23rd, somewhere in the 20s where we're usually drafting. He was the one. That's the one I was talking. I want him to take that DeJean kid from Iowa.
What's the guy under the? See, Titans pick is in. Let's get the pick in.
I think this is going to be an offensive lineman here. Who's that other offensive lineman that was a top 10 name?
I hope it's an offensive lineman.
If it's a wide receiver, you're in a lot of trouble.
I know, dude. If Rome Odunze is gone.
No. This, I think, is going to be J.C. Latham from Alabama.
And don't say anything. Don't even react.
Oh, they had to cut to another commercial.
What? Why they getting the pick?
Bums.
Dude, yeah, these commercials are bogus. No trade so far.
Nothing. That's very surprising. That is exactly what I thought was going to be happening. Not a single one, and we're already at what, 7?
Yeah, it'll be 7 right now. 7th pick is in, but we had to go to commercial.
Yeah, we have to learn about Ford's new
Blue Cruise
hands-free driving. Would you ever use that?
Why are we going so much into that?
Yeah.
Why are we going so much into? I think we need to focus more, not focus less.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. And they say, like, I know with like Teslas, you have to like touch the steering wheel every 60 seconds, but like, I don't know. There's no way that I'd be able to do that. I agree, though. We need to focus more as a society.
Yeah, not less.
And I feel obviously it's because they don't, talk about every single car accident. But like, it feels like you always hear about these fatal Tesla accidents, these self-driving mode or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's going to happen. If it happens less than, human error. But right now, I feel like we're all the guinea pigs. So
I'm annoyed right now with these commercials.
I'm too, and I'm getting
should be commercial free.
And I'm getting insanely hungry because that was a great Wendy's commercial.
Oh man, dude. Good food.
Great food. Junior bacon cheeseburgers, load them up.
Vin Diesel and F1 are just made for each other.
Yes. Have you tried the orange dreamsicle Frosty from Wendy's?
I have not.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Worth a stop for one.
I'm 2 days no pop, and I could punch a wall.
So what was easier, giving up pop or giving up booze?
Easily pop.
Pop was
easier? Oh, you said easier? Easier was alcohol.
Are you a guy that keeps like a 12 pack of Pepsi in the house?
Yeah, I like to have pop.
Yeah. I gave up pop.
It's much harder than when I gave up drinking.
Yeah. I gave up pop my freshman year of college and didn't drink it for like 5 years, but then I realized that I was just substituting it for like the Arizona teas, and those had just as much calories and just as much sugar. So
yeah, I'm pretty much just drinking the Gatorade Zero and water right now.
I'm big on these. I'm big on like sparkling flavored waters, not liquid death.
Doing like the what's the powder stuff that you can put in the water?
BioSteel. We drank a ton of that. Liquid IV.
One second. Oh, let's go.
JC Latham. I called
the Bears. Crystal Light.
Yeah, oh yeah, Crystal Light's solid, dude. If you're ever up there, or if you want some next time when we're at Sam's Club, they got like 100 stick pack of Crystal Light quality stuff.
I'm trying to use water, but I get so tired drinking water.
Yeah. And like, I don't know how much you're on TikTok, but like the big thing now is like water TikTok, where people pour like the flavoring packets in the water, and everybody gets all up, gets their panties in a bunch. I do that. I drink a gallon of water a day, and I throw a stick or two of flavoring in it. It helps me get my gallon down.
I hate when people tell me what to do.
And me and you talk about this all the time, like how you like your steak done or your burger done. Like, I'm drinking it. What do you?
I got this. I had to show you this. I got a new water jug thing, and the jug has a filter in it, and you can put tap water in the top, and it filters it to the thing, and then it brings it to the bottom, and then that's like, and then you just and then it's like the thing, you just go up and you get some water.
Nice.
So it's just endless amount of water. Like I don't have to go to the store.
Yep, that's awesome. I have an insane amount of water bottles.
That's what I'm trying to get away from, buying so much water bottles for now.
Yep.
Because I'm
That's
always
like my wife
buying
gives me a hard
watermelons and
time
stuff.
because I own a gallon water jug, I own multiple half gallons, I own all these water bottles, but we haven't bought like a case of
Oh,
water in 5 years at least.
you think Adele was pretty nervous there?
Yeah, that's a big boy.
Picked him up,
That is a very
and
large
he
human.
walked him. Wow, he's very tatted. He was tatted on his legs too.
Boy is huge. Him and these two guys that they're taking off the
These two
offensive
offensive
line,
linemen are humongous.
they're enormous. Did it say how tall J.C. Latham was?
No, but
J.T. Latham.
let's see.
Because what did you say? Joe Alt was
6'8.5".
Dang. What, 300 something?
285.
Joe Alt was only 285?
Maybe it was like 305.
Okay, I was going to say.
Maybe, I don't know. He'd have to
J.C.
be
Latham.
over 300.
This man is enormous.
2 more picks. Come on.
Who do you think Falcons are going with here?
Hopefully not Roma Dunze.
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Dallas Turner, the edge from Alabama.
I also have a bet on him to be picked 9th.
Oh, do you?
Roma Dunze, yeah. Not what team, though.
You better start crossing your fingers and toes that this is
I know I'm so nervous about
Dallas Turner or I don't
know how they let him go.
Because okay, so if Atlanta goes and takes a Dunze, what do you do now?
I don't know. That's the thing. Get Bauer.
Trade the pick? No, I'd be willing to bet that they take that Turner kid from Alabama.
The Bears?
Yeah. The edge rusher.
Who?
I would not be surprised.
Penix. He said, "Nah, I'm not going to the draft."
Like nobody's going to the draft. There's like
JJ
13
McCarthy's
people.
not there either. Maybe some of these agents are like, "Don't risk
No,
it."
McCarthy is there. They showed it. Oh no, he wasn't. You're right. You're right. This is the big one here. I hate to tell you, but I think there's a chance that they do go a wide receiver. But I don't know. That defense is awful. That defense needs all the help it can get.
All right, don't even react. Don't say anything. I'm gonna mute you. A special group of people go to the draft.
Especially like if you're an Atlanta fan in Atlanta, like you jumped on a flight to go stand outside for 3 days.
Detroit.
Yeah, imagine if you're like a Dolphins fan. I'm gonna drive or fly from Miami to Detroit to hang out for 3 days. No thanks.
And you can't even really see what's going on.
Detroit's 6 hours from here, and you couldn't pay me to go up there.
It's so much easier just watching
to stand
it right
outside
here.
to watch a draft.
All right, boom. We do not say a word. Michael Penix Jr.
Dude, what? No way.
What?
They must think that this Kirk Cousins thing is going to last a year.
Michael Penix is... Dude, what are they doing? They just paid him. I guess. Dude, you're about to have Michael Penix Jr. as your backup for at least 2 to 3 years.
But, okay, so here's the question, though. I think there's got to be
how long
some
is
sort. There's got to be some sort of opt-outs for Atlanta that if Kirk Cousins stinks or gets hurt, that they can be out of this. Because there has to be.
why would you draft a 25-year-old quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know if he's 25. He's like 23 or 24. But
still, you're drafting the oldest quarterback.
And like, are they trying to do what like the Packers did with Rodgers and Love? Like,
wow, that's a stunner.
But also, like, Jordan Love was 21 years old when he got drafted. That one blows my mind.
That was wow. I wonder what the odds on that were.
That had to have been high. Here's the thing, dude. If that defense starts out struggling and they pass up Dallas Turner at 9 for a backup quarterback, Atlanta fans are going to be pissed. And that's funny because one of my assistants is a diehard Atlanta fan. So I'm going to have to text him and see what he thinks about that. Because I would be pissed if we passed up a defensive end to take a backup quarterback.
Dude, this is some cheap tape and it just smells fucking like a bonfire.
The what does?
Austin Schwab said the Bears.
Schwabi.
It smells like a bonfire.
Who Schwabi think they're taking here? The pick is in.
Do not say a word again.
You have to take a Dunze.
You have to for my DraftKings account.
I'd say there's a 90% chance they take a Dunze. There's a 10% chance they take Turner.
Top 10 for Michael Penix.
That pick is baffling.
Dude, every time I do the like overviews of the fans, I'm just like, there's way too many people there.
Yeah. Especially like these people in the back, like you're 500 yards.
It's like this is just like going to a championship parade. You're just in the middle of a parking lot, pretty much.
Exactly. Hey, this is going to be my last pick, and then I got to bounce.
Yeah, we're going to end it after this.
I really do. You got to go with Dunze. Isn't him and Caleb Williams like best friends or something?
They were they were just on a plane together to Detroit from LA.
Oh, okay.
Not that crazy.
Michael Penix, torn ACL, dislocated non-throwing shoulder, torn right ACL again, separated throwing shoulder.
Oh my God.
Let's take him 8th. That's insane.
Tore his right ACL twice.
Insane.
Roman can't even believe that pick.
Yeah, my son is not happy. I hope he's not going to be a Falcons fan because not liking it.
I do like Booger in the orange.
That is a nice jacket.
That color is good.
Bright. Very bright.
All right, Boomy, don't say anything. Don't even react. Give me the stone face again. The Alex Pereira.
If they go something crazy here and take a cornerback, I'm going to react. Here we go.
Be so Bears. Here he is. Da, 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 da. Yes!
There he is.
Roman Dunze. Let's go, Bears.
They made the right pick. That is for sure.
Get it right, but all right. There's a lot more picks left, but the Bears do not pick for a very long time. So
yeah, a couple days, I think.
Bears got Caleb Williams. They got Rome Odunze, wide receiver from Washington. This is awesome. The Bears. Hopefully we have some fun next season. We got a long off season left, though. They should do like what the WNBA did and have this draft like 2 weeks.
Yep.
2 weeks after.
Mini camp starts tomorrow or Monday.
Well, thank you for joining me, Boomy. The Packers got to wait a while. And
that's what happens when you win games. You're not used to it.
But yeah, there's still a lot of draft left tonight.
I'm glad you're happy, but I still think both of these guys are going to stink. So that's my 2 cents.
Good for you. Good thing your 2 cents means nothing. All righty. Well, we will see you when our next podcast will probably be out here in the next few days. Peace.